It's 9:19. Good evening. This is the Kimberly channel, where we talk about awesome things literally all the time. Yeah. Okay. I have like a lot of energy. It's great. Here I am. Take it. Take good energy. Whatever kind of day you had. Here. Guard dog, too. Give him a kiss. Hello. Jesus loves you so much. I love you so much. We're going to have an awesome time. Okay. So, I have something to say. I have become the woman I was always meant to be. It's happened. It's happened. I have transformed. I am the woman I was meant to be. So, I want to share on how that is, that's a whole journey. And there's obviously more work to be done. And there's always going to be more work to do. And that's what's great. That's what's awesome. I look forward to it. I literally look forward to like my future problems. Like I do. Like I'm so excited for challenges and being poised and handling it all with grace, because I've been trained and equipped to go into my next level. And so it's like, bam, baby, you know, maybe you was getting this message and it's like, there's so much excitement. There's so many things to do in life. But it's like, maybe you're in the point where it's like, how can I really feel like fulfilled? And like, am I on the right path? Is this what God wants me to do? What do I need to do to become the man or woman that I'm meant to be, that God destined me to be? You know? There's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot. But I really like this verse here, 2 Corinthians 3:18. And I hope you've had a wonderful Saturday, by the way. I hope you're well. I just love you, and just know that you're awesome. Just so much love. I just am like overwhelmed with how much love I feel for you guys. Like I love you to death. It's like strangle a puppy to death type of how much I love you guys. So obviously, like, don't do that. And like, guard dog. No, relax, guard dog. It's okay. I'm just using it as an example. Okay, so, oh my God. Okay. 2 Corinthians 3:18 says, and we all with unveiled face, beholding the glory of the Lord, are being transformed into the same image from one degree of glory to another. For this comes from the Lord, who is the Spirit. And we all with unveiled face. What does that mean? Unveiled. Like, unveiled face. What is that? Maybe it's like the human and vulnerable. It's like without protection. It's not like that's not without protection, but it's like more vulnerable. Unveiled, past, remove a veil or covering from, show or announce publicly for the first time. Interesting. Right, yeah, I knew that, yeah. But it's like, and we all with unveiled face. So, I think it's referring to like our humanness and maybe like our fragility. Beholding the glory of the Lord, are being transformed into the same image from one degree of glory to another. So every chapter that you go through life, every really timeline, every week, you're going from glory to glory, and there's development of character in each one of those moments where it took strength to just say, okay, I'm going to get back up and try again. And you picked yourself up off the ground to get back up, or, you know, got yourself out the door, got yourself out of bed, showed up to what you're supposed to show up to. You know, you are the one that's deciding, yep, we're gonna keep moving here. We're gonna keep moving here. A lot of things aren't making sense. I'm not feeling that great. Maybe like it's kind of one of those situations, and maybe it's just life. But you're like, okay, I'm gonna be laser focused and remain, consistent. I think consistency is huge to becoming totally I don't know, like, I think consistency, I'm like fascinated by consistency. It has a lot to do with self-discipline, and I guess maybe those two things are absolutely necessary to become like the self-actualization version of yourself that you see here. And we have to chase our dreams. We have to make life what it is, because there's things that happen to us and we can respond or react. I know you all have heard that before, but there are things that happen to us, and what is that saying? Life is 90% of what happens to you. Life is 90% of what happens to you, and life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you handle it, respond to it, react to it. You're the other person on the other side of the court, and say that there's like, events that go on. It's like we have the ball, and we can still handle sticky situations in life with, like we see in the verse 2 Timothy 1:7, a mind of self-control, a sound mind of love, and discipline. For God not gave us the spirit of fear, but of a sound mind and love, right? And so we can handle these things that are icky, that are opposite of sanity or love, and we can still, that's what God's all about. He's the one that's his like expertise niche, is to show the love, despite what the other ball on the court is decking out. Like, it's not, those are some low blows, like that's some messy, nasty, ugly, wicked, dark thing. But like, then Jesus is like this beautiful light, and we have this opportunity to live 80-90 years. 20 years of it is mostly decided for us. We have to go to school, we have to graduate high school, and then boom, you're like 18, and then you gotta figure it out or whatever. But like, those first 20 years, like, that's decided for us. So then what? Like, your next 20, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, then retirement. So we have that good chunk of time to listen to what God is telling us what to do, because there's always instructions, and there's always actually warnings too, if that's what's necessary in the circumstance of life, what's happening for the individual. There's always signs. And I was like having some thoughts like about how I guess it kind of goes back to how reality is an illusion, but like how really God is in all of the details. And so just to pay attention, I because when we go throughout this life, He hears our thoughts. He's aware of every ache and pain. He's with us. He's in us. He knows everything. And so He'll know the exact way of how to communicate with you in the way that resonates with you, based off of your life experience and symbols and colors that are significant to you, right? So these are the things that we need to respect God's communication style with us, and the fact that He's letting us know. We need to value and honor that He's sending us signs and instructions, and this is how we can become who we're meant to be, in line with following His commandments, and that's how we can show Him we love Him. So we start out as little youngins, just barely able to crawl, and then we start to learn how to walk and then talk and all that good stuff. But it's like, we have free will. That's like the bitch about life, is we have free will. We can easily disregard His plan for us and ignore and live a life of sorrow and heaviness and despair. His will is so much better than the will that we could think in our minds. That's what I want to do. It's the type of thing. And sure, enjoy your youth, obviously, but really value and honor that He's laying out a plan for you, and it's an incredible honor to accept the answer and call that God has on your life. And everyone has it. Everyone has a purpose, and that's what Jeremiah. Yeah, I have a plan to prosper you and to give you hope in a future, not to harm you. And so we're all exceptionally gifted, brilliant, smart, courageous, loving, gentle, humble. Like, there's so many beautiful traits that we can choose to entertain as an individual in this life. And becoming who we're meant to be is the whole point of life. Never run away from who you're meant to be. Okay. Alright. This is the song that is... I'm going to sing it for you because I feel led that the song and these lyrics are what's on my spirit. It's Miss Independent by Kelly Clarkson. I've loved this song ever since I can remember. Miss Independent, Miss Self-Sufficient, Miss Keep Your Distance, Miss Unafraid, Miss Out of My Way, Miss Never Let a Man help her off her phone, so she's keeping her heart protected. She never ever feel rejected. A little Miss Apprehensive said, ooh, she found love. Oh, what is the feeling taking over? Thinking no one could open that door. Surprised, it's time to feel what's real. What happened to Miss Independent? No longer need to be defensive. Goodbye, all you, when love is true. Miss got it hard, Miss play it smart, Miss if you wanna use that line, you better not start. No, but she was miscalculated. She didn't want to end up jaded, and this miss decided not to miss out on true love. So by changing her misconceptions, she went in a new direction and found inside she felt a connection. She fell in love. Oh, what is the feeling taking over? Thinking no one could open that door. Surprise, it's time to feel what's real. Alright. That's so much fun. I felt so much goosebumps when I was singing that, so that's definitely resonating. Just a little bit of fun, just a little bit of inspiration. We have to let go of things that do not serve us consistently as we level up to always being the person we're destined to be. And I pray and encourage that everyone, whoever's on the other side of this screen, beautiful, gorgeous, gentle man, sweet, gorgeous chica gal, you know, we're all here, children of God. I pray and encourage. First of all, thank you for even catching this and being here. You're awesome for that. And sticking around for the whole video. Use the real one. And seriously, pray and encourage that everybody has the intimate conversation and initiates that conversation with God about their specific destiny and their specific path that God has for them. And that we all may become the grown men and women we were always destined to be.